Hey guys, what's up my people? I've missed you so much. So yo, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lennox Rick, and to those who are very new, to those who have not been watching my videos, maybe you forgot about my name. It's crazy, you know. It's not easy to forget someone you always watch, but it's very easy to forget someone who is not consistent, right? Am I making any sense? Yeah, anyway guys, today I want to tell you a story, and before I start telling you a story, I want you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you're watching for the first time, drop a like, okay? So I want to tell you a story about my life. Yeah, I'm not done this. You guys are always watch my vlogs, my songs, and a lot of stuff, but I've not talked about myself. Where can I start? I grew up in a humble background. That's the first statement. Always people always say that, but that's true. I grew up in a very humble background. Fast forward, and I finished my form for 2017. Yeah, and immediately after finishing form 4, I was at home for like few weeks. You know, when you finish form 4, you need to chill. So adolescent stage is very high. You need to show people that you are the one, you are that nigga, you know. You're done with school. Now what can anyone tell you? Hmm? Yeah, so that was my life. So after finishing from 4, I was home like for, let me say, a month or some. I got a job not far from home, like I can say a town far from home, but not so far from home. I was a petroleum attendant. I was trying to fill cars, you know. Yeah, so that place was called Dorof in Bungoma County. Yeah, is Dorof in Bungoma County or Kakamega County? In between, I think it's Bungoma County. Yeah. So I was working there as the petrol station attendant. I used to fill cars, motorbikes, and the stuffs. So life was not bad. Life was so cool. I used to eat well, you know, eat well, dress nicely. I had some cash because I didn't have a lot to do. So even 2000 was well enough for me to handle myself and my stuffs. So I did my work there for like several months. Then let me give you a shock. Then I had a pressure. I was a musician since I started singing during when I was in form 2, form 1, around there. I started doing some songs, recording music when I was in school. I had that pressure of being famous and being known, and you know, as a musician, you need to be a celebrity, do the stuff, and blah blah blah, people to know you. Yeah, so while I was in school, my music were doing well during that time. Back at our home, you could be in class and you hear a motorbike passing with your music, and you feel like, oh my god, that's a celebrity, you know. And a student used to know me. I used to go to Inadoi school, just few kilometers from home. So you could just hear a motorbike passing with their song and singing. It was awesome. You could feel good. I felt good that time. So I was working there at Dorof. Then that pressure, I bought my first smartphone during that time. Then the pressure started. I started watching Facebook, watching people, watching YouTube, and the pressure of being coming into Nairobi, into the limelight, you know. There's always that pressure of going to the limelight. I don't know about you, but about me, there's always that pressure, and I always hate that pressure. So I used to research a lot. Then there's a certain lady, I can't remember the lady, texted me several times. There's a job in Nairobi, you can come to Nairobi, blah blah blah. We used to talk, we talk. I was like, oh, can I come to Nairobi? Will I get a job? You know. So in my mind, I wanted to come to Nairobi. Through that job, I'll go record music to big studios. I'll go meet different celebrities, you know. So I did job for like 2 months. Then I said no, I don't want this job. I want to go to Nairobi because I've already been called for a job, and so I do not have anywhere to stay. So I called one of my uncle and told him I have got a job in Nairobi and now I want to come. You can just host me for 2 days. When I start my job, I'll know what to do. Because that lady promised me heaven. Let me tell you the truth. She promised me heaven. So after 2 months, I had saved some few cash for me to travel to Nairobi. Yeah, of course. Of course, for you to travel, you need some cash. It was a new place, you know. I've never been to Nairobi. I've done Form 4 and now I want to go to Nairobi. So I went back home and told my mother and my dad, now I've gotten a job in Nairobi. I want to go at least make better. That time I used to help my family a lot with that little job I had. But now I've gotten a big opportunity in Nairobi. You feel it? Yeah, so I was at home for 2 days, then I packed my things. The next evening, I was ready to go to Nairobi. You know, from Western, I come from Mumias. Western probably to Nairobi it takes like 8 hours to 12. It depends with the type of car or type of bus you're taking. So I traveled during evening. So I traveled all night. It took me like 8 to 9 hours, let me say. So I reached Nairobi. It was at 4 a.m. Very very early. I don't know nothing. I don't know nowhere. So of course, when you for the first time when you're going to Nairobi, you are going with the bus. The last stage you need to alight is country bus. Yeah. So at country bus now I want to go to railways because my uncle was living at Ngong Road. That's Ngong Road, Kenol Ngong Road. I don't know if you know that place. But that's where he is living till now because those are legends. They've been there now. It feels like home. So I want to go to railways. It's 4 a.m. So I started searching where is railways from. I'm in the country bus of Nairobi. So I'm trying to search trying to find the route to railways. I don't know anywhere in Nairobi. I don't know anywhere. I don't know no one. My phone is about to go off. You get the point? Yeah. So I had to take a walk in town now, carrying my bag with some few stuff because when you go to Nairobi, obviously your parent will pack for you some things to go. Wherever you're going, you have to bring to go with some things. You know, it's like a kind of appreciation. It's just normal. When we come from our village, we always come carrying something that will show that you're coming from the village. So my mom packed for me some potatoes, everything. Name them those indigenous food. So I came. I took like 2 hours walking in town finding railways. It's so sad, right? So at the end of the day, I found someone, a guy. I think he was a street boy. He was so nice, by the way. He was not so nice. So I asked him, "Sijui, I don't know, sijui country, sijui nini railways. I don't know railways. So can you help me?" The guy was like, "Utanipea mia." I was like, "Cool. Bora tu nifike railways. I'm cool." Thank God he was nice. He never died. He did not do anything to me. He just helped me carry the other bag. Then he went with me to railways. Then he told me, "Here's railways. Where are you going?" I told him, "I'm going to Ngong Road, place called Kenol." Kenol, yeah. So I gave him 100. He showed me a matatu going to Kenol. Then I went there. It was raining that morning. Now it was like 6 a.m. raining heavily. So now I'm heading to Kenol. I reached at Kenol. My phone is off. My phone is off. I don't know. So my uncle knew that I'll reach in the morning. So with that train, he had to wait for me that morning because he knew I'll reach in the morning. My phones are off. I had one smartphone and a small button phone. So he had to wait for me. I don't know if you guys are getting this story. It's crazy. So he waited for me for like I think he was there for 3 hours waiting for me because he knew I'll reach at 4 or 3. So he, because my phones are off and I don't know nowhere in Nairobi, I don't know no one, and I don't know his number of head. So after I reached Kenol, I asked how can I go? The conductor told me I have to cross the road to the other side. There is Kenol. So I went there. Raining heavily, there was a shed. So I went to stand there looking, what can I do? Then after like 10 minutes, I saw someone. Then he was the one. He was 1 hour late to go to work, waiting for me. Yeah, I know. That's how crazy it was. Then he had to take me to his place because he was living in let me say iron sheet. You know, it was ghetto, iron sheet house, nyumba ya mabati. That's how we call it. So I was like, I knew Nairobi is all like tarmacked. Everywhere is tarmac. Like mahali kote ni cement tu. I never knew there's nyumba za mabati. That's iron sheet houses. I knew that everywhere in Nairobi it's tarmac. So he took me. We went to his house. We went. Is that English correct? Anyway, guys, hopefully you're getting the story. Forget about my English. So yeah, reaching there, I never imagined that was the place because my expectation about Nairobi was very high, extra high. Now, there was where the story began. That was just coming from home to Nairobi. Now the story is starting. Guys, this story is going to be long. This story is going to be long. So he left me in the house. I had to sleep, gave me some cash and everything. When you wake up, you could make tea, blah blah blah. Yeah, he was using a stove. Of course, me, I used to know Nairobi's everything is nice, good houses, good food, good everything. Yeah, that was my expectations. I'm not saying anything. So I slept for like 5 hours. It started to be hot because in a iron sheet house, during the day it's extra hot. It started to be hot. Now I felt it was very hot, so I had the feeling about how burning the house was. Then I had to wake up. I had to remove all my clothes to remain like a boxer. Sorry guys, sorry. So I had to remain with the boxer so that I can start preparing my breakfast. That was like 2 p.m. preparing my breakfast, you know. So I started adapting. To cut the story short, that's how I came to Nairobi. Now the next day, I was to go to the interview because the lady told me there's a work in Nairobi. When you reach to Nairobi, just call me. So I called her after I wake up. Then she told me tomorrow 9 a.m. carry a notebook and a pen, come to Biashara Street, blah blah blah. Make sure you come with your ID. I knew nothing about Nairobi. I knew nothing. So she's telling me that I don't know nowhere. So next day now, I want to go to Nairobi town. I don't know nowhere. So I woke up at early. I woke up at 6, prepare myself. By 9 I was in the stage taking matatu to town. I reached in town in less than 1 hour. Yeah, I know. So I had to search to the place, you know. Of course, when matatu comes from Gong Road, that time they used to I liked it. The last stage was railways, of course. The last stage was railways. We had no more stages in town like right now. So yeah, I had now to walk to the town now, inside the town, to find Biashara Street. I called the lady, I told her I'm in town. She told me, okay, fair. She sent me a pin. I don't know how to use pin. I'm in Nairobi, yo. And I was so Nairobi is crazy, don't carry your phone. So I was trying to look in, I put back in my pocket. Mind you, my phone is a phone that can't hold charge for more than 6 hours. So it started draining charge. Let me tell you guys, I walked in town, I roamed in town for like 6 hours finding Bashara Street. I know. I went to town at 9. I found Bashara Street. I found Bashara Street at 4. Count the hours. Count them. I walked in town very hungry. I don't know no one. I'm scared. I can't ask anyone. I'm coming for an interview. I called the lady. She told me, just come this way. I was so passionate about the job. So because she's really into it, she's directing me. She's a real person. I know you're waiting for that story. I reached at Biashara stage. I called her at 4. I told her I'm here. She was like, oh my god, you know, sorry, blah blah blah. She came and picked me. We went in the room. We had a lot of people. My heart was cool. At least now I've reached the place. People with suits, good people, good ladies, good gentlemen, looking nice. I was like, oh my god, I'm the only one odd one out. But I saw some people like me in there. You can just locate people who look like you. I don't know. I'm not saying in a bad way, but they look exactly like you are in your situation. So it was an AIM Global, guys. AIM Global. I never knew about shit. I came to Nairobi not knowing anything, just knowing I'm coming for a work. So we had like classes. They taught us how you invest, blah blah blah. You pay 23,000. You invite another person to pay 23,000. When this person pay, you earn this. They give you product. You sell the product, or you can use them. Long story. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm just doomed. This is the thing that has made me leave my job, come to Nairobi, and now they are telling me to pay 23,000. I don't have even. I don't have nothing. I came from home because I was coming for a job. So I asked her a question. I asked them, can you pay for me the 23,000 so that when I start earning I pay you? They say no. You have to pay to show that you are so interested, to show that you really want this. I was like, Jesus Christ. The beginning of an era started, guys. So I was so broken. Now it's 6. I want to go back. They told me when I'm ready, I'll go back with 23,000. I was like, the lady disappeared. Not after she introduced me to the people, I never saw her again. I never saw her again that day. You get the point? So I'm trying to tell you, AIM Global is the one that brought me in Nairobi. Guys, this story is going to be long, and if you want more about this, how it went down, subscribe to this channel and tell me, what do you think? What made you come to Nairobi? Tell me your story, guys. And if you want me to continue how I came from town, what went through, and where I am now, drop your comment and tell me more. I'm going to do another video and continue from where we've left. Thank you for listening to me. My name is Lennox Regan. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to call that your friend to like. Okay? See you in the next video.